Hello, and my name is Six Strikes, and welcome to a bit of an odd video. This one is more so showing what I've kind of been up to here lately, not necessarily starting a series or anything like that. It's more so just me kind of showing off what I'm proud of. Uh, so uh, Probably about 3 weeks ago now, I was at work and the manager came up to me and said, "Hey, we have a Minecraft server. If you want to join it, we started it about a month ago, so we're all still fairly new on the server. We're trying to get used to stuff, trying to build up our bases. Would you like to join?" I said, "Of course. It's a chance for me to get close to my coworkers and have fun, because when I play Minecraft, I just kind of feel like I'm in my element, you know?" So I joined. And at first, I was going to potentially do a series on it and just kind of showcase what I'm doing, but since the majority of the time I'm playing with my coworkers and people that don't have an online presence or don't wish to be shown uh, on social media and stuff like that, I figured it'd probably be in my best wishes to keep their best wishes in mind. So I decided to just kind of keep it personal. But as of right now, no one's on the server. It's just me. Um, and yeah, I just kind of want to showcase everything I've done, showcase what some of my coworkers and friends have done. Personally, I'm super proud of everything here. Right now, it's getting to the point in a realm or a server where people are starting to fall off. They're starting to get bored, burnt out. Me and my friend, the first week I was there, actually, with in less than the first week I was there, I was already in full netherite. We were on our way to kill the dragon and all that. So, super fun time. I've done most of the technical stuff. I've helped with some of the technical stuff on the server, as in like kind of making automated farms and redstone contraptions and stuff like that. Just from where some of my coworkers and stuff aren't too knowledgeable, from where they're a little bit older, they're just kind of in the Minecraft because their kids kind of got them into it and stuff like that. That being said, the person who still gets on the server the most, because right now it's pretty much just me, probably the coworker I'm closest to, and the manager that still get on fairly often. Um, it's probably that coworker I mentioned that's not the manager, who I would say I almost have a rivalry with. And I say that in the sense of I've accidentally killed him multiple times. We're always kind of, I don't want to say we're competing with our builds, but if someone builds something massive, the other feels like they got to build something even bigger. Um, I guess it's just to kind of distinguish yourself and show off your part of the map. Speaking of, going into probably my favorite thing I've done so far, I have made completely zoomed out maps and filled them in a 9 by 9. The three dots you see on there, the bottom one is me. And I gifted the two people I actually just mentioned, the manager and my coworker. Uh, I'm just going to refer to them as that, just so it makes it a little easier. I want to keep their names out of it. Um, but yeah, I'm the little bottom guy right there. That's coworker and that's manager. No hierarchy system at all. It's just world spawns kind of right there. I wandered this way. I didn't realize everyone went that way, because when I first got on, no one else was on. But yeah, no, I'm just super proud of filling out this map and all that. It was so fun to do. Um, I've had to fix my elytra so many times. But fun fact, with the mentioned coworker, he actually helped me build this, because when I first started, I just dug down this little three uh, wide staircase, and I'll show you guys the staircase here in a minute. But before, I just kind of had a small little hidden grass entrance, like something that didn't stick out at all. Because when I first joined and started working on this, I didn't know how combative people were on the server, whether it was like super like heavy with griefing, or if it was just kind of chill. So I took the safe for those options and I kind of tried to hide my base. And usually when I do that, I like to call it a little hobbit hole. Well, my friend, he took that personal and he said, "I want to make you a little hobbit hole." So he designed the outside. It's super pretty. Don't mind that stuff. We'll get to that. Don't mind the two spruce trees and a cherry blossom biome. But yeah, he helped with the outside, made it look super pretty. Whenever I started getting into archaeology, because I've not done that in Minecraft, I made these pots to kind of go by the entrance. They kind of stick out. I kind of turn this into like an actual fireplace. I have some like campfires there, and just fit the decor a little better. But personally, I think the map and this little painting are kind of enough to somewhat make it feel not as empty. It does feel empty, but this is also just kind of the entrance. This is the staircase I dug, and I dug this out entirely with stone pickaxes, which I know that's not impressive, but for my first 30 minutes on the server doing this on my lunch break, I feel like it's got to count for something. The stairs, I will say, didn't come in until afterwards, like those. That I probably didn't do until my third day or fourth day on the server. Truth be told, if it wasn't for my friends and coworkers bugging me, I probably wouldn't have done it until after we beat the dragon. But so a lot of stairs. I get a lot of complaints about that. So there is a water elevator for convenience. I kind of have a little to-do list here. Um, so I'm gonna go and show you the old one. Nope, didn't mean to do that. So old one. We found a zombie spawner near the end portal. Um, and I wanted to make kind of a repair station. Uh, I still need to decorate the mob farm I built. I want to do more farms. There's chunk mine. I wanted to fix up a trident with Riptide. I wanted to get a mending villager. I want to do an auto nether portal, so like whenever I get close to it, it ignites. Whenever I push a button, it breaks it. I want to do like a little hidden room with both a hidden bookcase and a little flower pot entrance. Uh, at this point, I needed to expand my storage. I'm still working on a pagoda. Ignore that name, please. I need to work on some stairs too on my coworker's base and archaeology stuff, as you saw there. I'm actually going to sleep because it's a thunderstorm, and I am very scared of things burning down. But fun fact about my base: I didn't realize this, but whenever some of my coworkers got on, like whenever we got off work that night, we started talking. They were like, "Oh, hey, I think there might be an ancient city under your base." And wouldn't you know it, there's an ancient city under my base. So there's kind of my little mine area. Another portal. We'll get into that. This was what I temporarily stored villagers in while I was getting some stuff situated. I have a sugarcane farm. I have a little bamboo farm. Those are very inefficient. Don't mind those. I have a little bit of a lava farm over here. Don't worry, I removed all the shriekers from the ancient city. Hey, there's a spot I need to light up. I was wondering where all the mobs are coming from. Beautiful. I'll go and put those back there. And these are probably my two most AFK-esque spots. Right here, I have a little kelp farm, and we're still going through those. Oh my god, I ran out. But yeah, it's pretty nice. A lot of fuel. And this right here is something, actually my first time ever building one, an iron farm. Uh, which was really cool. It's got me a bunch of iron. It helped me with my beacon and all that stuff. Um, and all that. So those are 10 minutes in. I'm just now showing off some of the farms. God damn. But yeah, that's pretty much the only interesting stuff down here. The mine's not interesting. It's just little one by ones. Sorry. I'm going to go into the nether and show off some other stuff before we really get into everything else. So, something a bit more recent that me and my friend have worked on is the reason why these are here. And that is this thing done here. Luckily, there was a bastion fairly close to my nether portal. And what we decided to do with that was make a froglight farm. Now, I know that doesn't sound like the most useful or beneficial farm, but for really pretty light sources, this thing works like a fucking charm. So, also, sorry if the audio is a little glitchy. I don't know why Minecraft, like Bedrock Edition Minecraft, fucks with my computer's audio so bad. Or it could just be my headphones. I really hope it is just the headphones. I'm actually going to eat real quick. But yeah. So just going to go and fly over here. Let's make a little pit stop right down here. Because this is where we're going to find the kind of temporary, kind of not so temporary mending farm. Well, not mending farm, but like XP farm to fix shit with mending. It's reliable at least, which is something I am happy to say about it. And there's been a glitch. I'm really hoping it actually picks it up. Because if not, then I'm going to be a little upset. Because it always scares the shit out of me when it happens. Come on. No, it didn't happen. But sometimes when I come to the portal, it's like nothing in the stronghold has been touched. Like everything's untouched, the portal's gone, the stairway's not here, the lava's still there, lava's still there, lava's still there. Obviously, this is the importer, we all know that. Here is the zombie farm and mending repair. And just so no one took credit, I had to say it is a product of Six Strikes. I know this is the real SCG, but that's another. Well, technically it's an old username I used to go by, but it's my gamer tag, so yeah. So I got a cool little farm here. Zombie spawn, go down there, get pushed. They go up this water elevator, all with tinted glass, and the light gets in. I've used this thing way too much. I have these 2 slots reserved for chainmail armor, so I can make it look super pretty. Or not super pretty, but I can at least have a rare armor set. Even though it's not that rare. And as you can see, my elytra is pretty fucked. That's because of a project I've been working on here lately. Actually, I'm just going to go through here. Because I realized I forgot to show you guys something else. Something else I'm kind of proud of that so I alone did the zombie farm, not impressive. But from this point on, I'm just going to clarify whether it was a group effort or if it was just me. With the Magma Keep farm, that was a group effort. I am by no means going to take credit for that. Me and him, we were both struggling, trying to get those frogs there safely and back. Or not. I really hope we are not taking those things back. Oh, good God. All right, so gotta go through here. Gotta go across there. And this is another thing that was just me. Then also just for clarity, the friend I talk to, or not talk to, but talk about frequently, he is also pretty knowledgeable in Minecraft. He's not so much knowledgeable in the farm and redstone aspects as I am, but he's a very good builder. So we kind of balance each other out with that stuff. And you'll get to see that once we get to his base and his little town he's working on. That is conveniently right across a river from where I'm building my little kind of Japanese village-esque thing. Because I don't know why, but Japanese architecture in Minecraft's always been like super pretty. And now that there's a cherry blossom biome, and this is my first time getting to interact with one, I figured it would be kind of cool. Why is it? Anyways, like I said, this is something I kind of did on my own. It's a raid farm. So you go down there, get Bad Omen. You come up here, you trigger a raid. There's a villager. I had to bring up here. You can see where the little grass is. He has a little bed up there that's on top of the grass. And yeah, it works pretty goddamn well. This is actually the second time this has been filled up because I had to empty out all the emeralds, the arrows, and the totems before. But yeah, that's really nice, super useful. I enjoy it. It works very well for me. Thankfully, I didn't have to carry a villager very far. I just built a little railway all the way up there. Which, not gonna lie, kind of obnoxious having to take a villager. Here, let's see what Y level this is, because that up there where I had to take him is at 280. This is... So I'd take him 216 blocks up. It was a big pain in the ass. And you can also tell I stole a lot of logs from this village to have resources to repeatedly like break and build up there. But that is just something that had to be done. Also, I was the one in charge of doing the nether linking and all that stuff, so that's fun. I had to build all the paths and get everything situated so we could all go to each other's place efficiently. But yeah, no complaints with that. I was more than happy to. Let's go down here. So that kind of takes care of all the things on my side of the nether portal. Uh, so now let's go through theirs, just so I don't kill my Elytra. Not that it would really... Did a gas just spawn? I hate ghasts so much, and that is what this game has started to teach me. So, just gotta go straight across here. And then their portal's right there. Now, this is kind of just a... I don't want to call it a nether hub, but it's the... shit. That's fine, it didn't need anything major. Alright. And this is where the friend's base is. This is technically his portal, but everyone uses it just for convenience. So we come here. He built it off of a ruined portal, and he has a little dock built on it, which is really nice. I'll show you guys the stairs and the bridge later. For now, let's just go and get this situated. Or, well, not situated, but shown off. Because his base is fairly extensive. So, he terraformed this entire island. It's something he's very proud of. His mob farm's actually under this little wood patch, as you can see by little cobble strands there. Really nice kind of place. He has a nice little welcome area there. I'm going to start by showing off what I did for this base. I built this iron farm. And his, unfortunately, is more efficient than mine, because due to chunk loading and all that stuff, his just happens to be closer to where he always is compared to where I am, and mine's kind of unloaded. Sorry. So he has a nice little farm there. He has a farm there. Some more stuff there. He has some nice azaleas. I also helped him with this. It is a little honeycomb farm that works extremely well. Extremely well. So let's go to his little enchant place. All this was him. Super pretty. Has a nice little amethyst exterior. Now, I used to mess with him. I actually need to fix those still. I used to mess with him by flipping all his trapdoors up all over his base. And it got to the point where it was starting to piss him off, so I made a deal that I'd stop doing that. It was the small things I got to have fun with, and now I can't even do that. He did have farms here, but he let me kill all of his sheep, because according to him, they were, like, buying too loud, and it was starting to piss him off. As you can see, obviously there's the map I made for him. Even though I found both bastions, he got to loot them while I was dealing with the pigmans. So he got pig step. It is what it is. This is a gift from me, technically. It was initially because he was sick, so I left him some mending books and stuff because he wasn't feeling well. I really don't know what those two rooms are. He has a little kind of anvil station. Well, it was an anvil station, I guess, but he's changed some of that stuff. So he has a nice little smelter area down here, nothing too major. Sometimes I like to go in these and just kind of move them around and mess with them. It takes him forever to notice, so it is what it is. And let's go down here, show off the rest of his base. He has a nice little cocoa bean farm. And here's a storage area. This was another gift I left for him, and I changed the sign to say Karaoke Man going off, I guess, because I took his spare armor and a redstone torch and made a little Karaoke Man. He has a nice little compact storage area. Nothing's labeled, but me and him basically know where everything is in here. And then he has a secret little chest down here, which, yeah, he showed me. I'm the only person on the server that knows, which You may be saying, oh, well, that's kind of a dick move for you to show that off to everyone and post it on YouTube. Look, man, no one that sees this on YouTube is going to be able to join this realm, so yeah. And this used to be an underground tunnel network, and then he blocked it off because it was messing with some of the spawn rates in his mob farm. So yeah, that's pretty much his base in its entirety. And let's go and get that nice little aerial view of it, because it actually looks really nice. It's super compact, super nice, super pretty. Down here, I didn't get to show some of this stuff off, actually. This is where his sugarcane slash mob farm slash sheep farm is. I told him how to do the sheep farm, and he figured it out, so I'm not going to take credit for that, but I did have to explain to him how to do it, but he was smart enough to do it on his own. Uh, he he kind of hates me. He doesn't allow me near this thing because I accidentally blew it up once. I made fun of him. I was like, dude, why do you have trapdoors here? And he was like, it's to keep the XP and stuff from going everywhere. And I'm like, just stand close to it. And he was like, why do that when I can just have it trapped in there? And there was one time I decided to get super close and crouch. And as you see, like that skeleton did, it aggroed me. A creeper did. And it didn't fuck anything up. It just blew up these two trapdoors and that right there. Um, Here's a prime example of what not to do. Oh, shit. Can you shoot a creeper? Give me a music disc. Oh. Yeah, that happened. That is exactly what happened. And the worst thing is, it happens as soon as it falls, so I don't have time to react or anything. This is the manager's base over here. He was very grateful for the map I made him. He even protected it in a little glass structure. He did have a whole house built, but he was basing it off of like some blueprints or something, and he didn't like how it was going, so he tore the whole thing down and restarted. And when I say he had it built, I mean like he had the whole thing built up. And all I can say is I know how bad it sucks to have to tear something down like that. Off to the next person's base. Over here, he has a nice little swamp hut, but he's also no longer active on the server, so it kind of is what it is. But his is going to be really quick to show off. Um, Over here, there's nothing here. He actually gets really upset whenever... God damn, I can't do that. I'd like the Elytra. Or maybe I'll just... Shit, there we go. Yeah, he really hates when people go in here, because he's like, you're not supposed to go in there, it's supposed to be blocked off, and everyone gives him shit like, well, why isn't it blocked off? Down here he has like a little furnace area and some storage. Yeah, yeah, that's a great way to show he hasn't been on. Um, this originally said placement blocks, and just to mess with them because I'm notorious for messing with signs and stuff. I decided to change it to placement cocks, and I did that about 2 weeks ago, back when a lot of people were still on server, and either he has been on and just not noticed, or yeah. But nothing here has changed, so I doubt he's been on. Either way, that doesn't really matter. So, going from his place, let's toss this back on, and back this way we go. But not entirely, because there's two hidden bases over here. There's this one right here, which has a nice cozy little entrance and all that, kind of like a little mine shaft. It's actually kind of funny because the dude is the youngest person that works there, um, but he has the biggest beard and like just a lot of facial hair and shit. So everyone says he looks like a fucking garden gnome. Uh, and he even says he does. So he built like a little dwarf house, I guess. Like straight up little mine shaft. Well, he calls himself a dwarf. Everyone else calls him a gnome. But yeah, he built like a little kind of dwarf house. Honestly, Honestly, I could kind of see something like that if you're going for like a Lord of the Rings style build, if you're going for like maybe a little dwarf class. Um, I don't know, I'm trying to justify and defend this. But yeah. Then there's this place. Um, we don't talk about this place, but this is someone's house, and for some reason he placed a skulk sensor. Uh, and yeah, this is literally all there is to his house. And he, for some reason, does weird shit like that. And I'm not gonna lie, I really don't understand what was going on when he made it. But at the same time, the dude died and respawned in my bed one time, so I have no clue what the fuck is going on with that dude at all. Here's the nice little village. I actually have a mending villager here. And I already did the zombie stuff and got all that situated. So we all use him sometimes. This is the manager's wife's library. She wanted to build like a little hub for spawn because this is near where spawn is. Uh, and it's really cool. The inside looks really nice. She also hasn't been on in a while, so I think she may have fallen out of it too, even though the manager still plays. But she's a nice, small little kind of cabin-esque house over here. I had to fix her farm for her because she tried growing melons on stone, and if you don't know, melons won't grow over on stone, so I replaced it with some grass. Uh, she is a... Well, didn't mean to do that. She has a very small little house. She has some dogs. Has a nice little storage chest over here. A little bedroom. Like I said, little doggy. You go upstairs. Nice little balcony. It's super pretty. Kind of reminds me of Stampy's Lovely World in a way. I don't really know why. It's been so long since I've seen anything about that. So it's very vague for me, but it just kind of gives me that vibe. Uh, and for some reason, there's like little catacomb systems here. Uh, I shall give you the gift of rotten flesh. Very sorry. Um, and then before I built the little nether bridges and stuff, because my god, the spawn I had in the nether was so dog shit. I actually planted these little cherry blossom trees to show me where to go to get to everyone else's place. Now, here's a fun little fact. This right here, this is of my doing, this little water right here, because this is where I get all my amethyst. And it looks like it's actually kind of ready to harvest a little bit, but it can go for a little longer. I wish I had a bigger geode, I wish I had one close to my place, but uh, I even did a few X-ray glitches just to look for ones closer, and that was the closest one. So coming back this way, we're about to wrap up the world tour. This is where friendo slash coworker is building his little town. It's nice, it's quaint. He has a full-size beacon. Funny story with the beacon. We both were fighting the withers together, and he died in both fights. And in both fights, he lost all his shit, which included full netherite armor. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me how. Because I ended both those fights with almost full health. And the wither was targeting me most of the fight. He just kept getting fucked over by fall damage. But yeah, this is... Actually, I'm just going to go on sleep real quick. Actually, last time me and him were both on together, he was working on this, and I accidentally killed him. He was literally standing right here on this block, and I accidentally killed him for the third time in the server's history. Also kind of trolled him a little bit. I needed some grass and stuff for terraforming purposes, and I told him, because we talked about making this area like maybe a little slums kind of, you know, kind of like a Final Fantasy VII vibe under here, like under Midgar. And he said that'd be cool, so we may try to work something out there. Now it's time for some cool shit. Well, I guess more specifically, this is all my shit now. So you see the start to this like kind of Japanese style castle deal or temple, whatever you want to call it. Um, and it looks super cool. Now, here's the unfortunate part. This was not originally this pretty, and this was not originally Japanese. We had a coworker who had never played Minecraft before, never in his life, and he has two kids. And his kids play Minecraft. But he got into it because he heard us talking about it and talking about the Ender Dragon, and he said, "Oh my god, I want to play that. I want to kill a big dragon." And that's what got him into it. And he started by building his house out of birch logs and amethyst blocks. Now, I'm not one to criticize people's builds. Not terribly criticize people's builds. But it was hideous. It was an eyesore. And it was massive too. I don't understand why it built it so big. It went from this corner all the way to fucking over here. I'm not kidding. It was floating off of this little hill. And there were creeper holes, just like that one. And he had fences to fill them in. And it was bad enough to where Brendo over there came over and he was like, "Hey, buddy, I can see you're not a big fan of building," which he wasn't. Whenever we got to work, he would talk about how dog shit the game is, how it just feels like he's always building all the time. And we're like, well, yeah, you're building a fucking house the size of Texas that's made of birch logs and amethyst blocks. It doesn't look good, and it's way too many resources you're using. So Friendo said, "Do you want me to build you a Japanese style house?" Because when he first started, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna build me a really cool Japanese house. I want to have torii gates and all that stuff." Um, and we're like, "Cool, cool. Let's watch that." And then it ended up into the ugly drawing of the state of Texas. No offense to Texas. Uh, I just call it that because of how large the house was. Um, and Friendo offered to tear it down for him and build him a Japanese style build. And this is what got started. Uh, the friend, he decided to call it there for the day. And then the person whose house this was going to be said, "I'm not playing Minecraft no more. I just found out you guys killed a dragon. I don't care if you can respawn it." Which, let me clarify, whenever we sent out, or whenever we were going to kill the dragon, there were 4 of us online, and 2 of us sent notifications in the Discord saying, "Hey, we're about to fight the dragon. Does anyone mind if we go on and do it? Or do you want to hop on?" And everyone said, "No, we don't mind, go on and kill it." Even the dude who was upset that we killed it said, "Go on ahead." And then he said he doesn't want to fight a resurrected one, he wants to fight the original one. And that's the reason he stopped playing. So, since this is so close to my house, which is right up there, Friendo over there said, "You can have it," especially since it fits the vibe of what you're doing. Friendo also built from right there to right there. Is kind of a mock gate, because before there even was a house over there or anything like that, there was a small little shack right here that dude built. And he has chest all out in the open. The stairs cut off right here. And the dude built a nether portal that, I shit you not, because I had to mine it up, it used 59 obsidian. It was a huge nether portal for no reason. And this was initially built to be a little gate because the dude talked about having a bridge that connected up here that connected to everyone else's house, and he instead turned it into a nether portal. So whenever he officially stated he was done, and that became mine, and this gate became mine, I decided I may as well extend the gate all the way around where I want to build a little village and continue it on. So, like I said, from this point, like from here downwards, and obviously as you can see from the unfinished part here, that way, is where I took over the process of building that. I actually the other day, I just carved out this tunnel and finished the stairs, and it actually conveniently leads right up to here where you can see Frendo's. So I may build like a little kind of tower thingy here, Uh, but yeah, it's a really nice build. I'm super appreciative of it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Right now it's just here for decoration, to be honest. It's fairly nice on the inside. There's some kind of ugly scaffolding. Uh, Nothing really in the chest. Uh, but yeah, that's beside the point. Now on to everything I've done. So, my beacon. I terraformed that mountain to become a staircase. That is what you guys read in the first objective book. That was make staircase to coworker's house. Uh, I did a chunk mine and broke it through to the void. I'm joking. I'm completely joking. I just want to clarify. It is water. I'm I'm not gonna life this that much. I just put the water down here in case anyone falls, because not everyone has an elytra, and I don't want to be the reason someone lost their ship. Okay, so we got that underway. Now we can see this nice little thing right here. Also, if you're wondering why I have all, like every cat situated out here, it's because when I was doing the chunk mine, creepers would just walk down and try to blow me up. So I situated some around just to keep them from getting near. This is a bone meal farm. Very nice, very convenient. It is very good. I started off with only a stack of bone meal, and you saw what was in that chest, and everything in there is full. How it works, pretty much, I flick this, bone meal's moss, moss spreads the stone, stone gets generated through the lava and all that, and then it puts the moss and all that stuff into composters, and yeah, out that goes. So that's kind of cool. That's a more recent thing I've built. Now I'm going to go and just show you guys the wall, because this thing is it's massive, and I think I honestly bit off more than I can chew. Because, like I announced on my Discord, uh, I'm going to be starting a long-term Minecraft series after uh, 1.21 comes out, which is the next big update for Minecraft. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. This has given me some kind of inspiration and stuff to work with, and it's also given me a bit of motivation to realize the game isn't as linear as I've treated it in the past. So yeah, that's kind of the outline all you guys saw. Up here, this is the pagoda I'm working on. Well, fun fact, I worked on. I would not say I'm actively working on it because I've not touched this thing in. I haven't touched this since before we killed the Ender Dragon, which at this point was almost 2.5 weeks ago. But I started building a pagoda um, because it was the first Japanese structure I really wanted to build that would look nice and kind of stand out. And then I ended up building this mob farm, and I needed somewhere to sit in AFK for it, so I built this kind of. I tried to make it look almost Japanese-esque. Um, I think it kind of fits. It doesn't look the best, but for for it to just kind of be something I quickly threw together with no reference, I think it doesn't look bad. I have this as like a little view deck, a bed in here in case someone's on and they want to sleep, some chest in case I need to go and clear some stuff out. But yeah, that's essentially that done. I have a nice little farm here, and yeah, it's kind of the classic farm I always do. Nothing too exciting. Um, Actually, the first time I started designing farms like this was in Sky Factory, the well, in the original playthrough in the series that started the channel. Then yeah, we're back here to our humble beginnings. Uh, so yeah, I think this is a lovely little place. I'm really happy to call it home. I'm hoping I can at least finish that up and build some more buildings around here before I really call it for my time on the server. Obviously, I'd love to get the world download and all that just to continue on and just kind of have it as a memento and stuff from my time at McAlister's. Um, and yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you made it through all 40 minutes, I understand that was a lot to show off and a lot to listen about. I know it's not necessarily the most interesting thing, but I'm proud of this world. I'm proud of what everyone has done, even if it isn't the most minute thing, even if it was as big as the state of Texas and looked like the back of my foot. I'm still proud of everything that was built and is currently built on the server. And yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Okay, so waking up, I realized I forgot to show off a couple things. And also, no, I didn't just wake up. I was just making a joke because, but yeah, ha ha ha, I'm so funny. No, I I was reviewing the footage and I realized that there were several things I forgot to show off. So may as well show them off. So beside the pagoda is actually where the water elevator comes out. I have little signs showing up and down. Come down here. I do this just to make it a little bit quicker. Not tremendously. Especially whenever you eat. But it does, yeah, it goes through a cave. That's something that's kind of neat. Then you come out here. Cool. Didn't really get to show this off. I need to show off my first three cats as well. I call them my tins. There's kittens, there's mittens, and over here we have shittens. Due to bedrock reasons, I could not actually name him shittens. He is sheetins. Here's the current gold book. So still need to decorate mob farm, need to do the nether portal, hidden stuff, pagoda, max conduit, move items from the chunk mine, potentially pixel art, large scale build, which obviously I've stated now that I've worked on the fence. I want to do a gold farm, a wood farm, a guardian farm, a chicken farm, and the frogway farm, which we have done. Still have this, got some cool in-city stuff. I didn't show off the storage room. Also, with this being Bedrock, I can't really do cool Java things with, like, F7 or F3 or any of that shit. So what I had to do, I had to download a resource pack. And this can show me chunk borders. The first one was 1x1. This is a 3x3, and that's a 5x5. This one's a compass. That one is how many blocks away I am from it if I need to measure. That one is total time the server's been up. That is the current time. That is my FPS. And that's the chords, nether chords, and I forgot what that one was. This one's a base, and then the first one that you didn't get to see. If you place this guy on top of a spawner and put it in that position, it shows you the area you have to be in to make the spawner go. This is my storage area. I recently constructed this. As you can see, it's still being worked on. All I'm saying is that chunk mine really, 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 really filled up the amount of deep slate. I used to be equally as full on cobblestone, but thankfully I have a massive build that is using a shit ton of stone. So in that aspect, I'm kind of happy I'm building the wall, but this is where I'm currently on cobblestone. The rest is just not there. You guys know I organize stuff. It's nothing complicated, advanced, or anything like that. Like I said, the kelp farm does amazing. I have a decent amount of iron or diamonds. Not a tremendous amount of gold. Iron, we're doing pretty well on iron. Copper, we're doing pretty good on copper. Coal, well, I didn't want you. Why did you go in my inventory? Coal, we're doing okay on. And then got that. Got some placeholder chests. Obviously, I need to finish filling this stuff out. I like how this looks. The friend said he didn't. With these, I still need to decorate them. I was planning on doing like some pattern with maybe quartz and a light behind it, and then having leaves covered up so it looks kind of like almost an illuminated foliage decoration. This is what the storage room was before I expanded it down. As you can see, not too great. There's some of my totems and stuff. I know that this looks very disorganized, but from where I had to move a lot of shit, it went from being organized to very disorganized. this is my AFK fish farm. Works like a charm. Stand here, cast in your line, all that. It it goes through all these chests, and yeah, it works very well. And I keep the best enchanted books and rods and bows there. The rest I've just not cleaned out from my last time I did that, which, to be honest, has been a while. This is my super smelty area. And I currently have this working on fish, because oh my god, I have a lot of fish from that fucking fish farm. So that's kind of my farms over here. I forgot to show you in the storage area and that stuff and this stuff and everything else. I forgot to show some of that off. Now there's one more person's base I forgot to show. And just because I've used friend slash coworker for one person, that person as Mr. I'm a build Texas man and manager. I'm actually just going to assign this guy a fake name. I'm going to name him Alex. So going past my wall, if you're wondering what that structure is, it's not someone's house. That's where I had to raise the tadpole for the frog bite farm. Make sure my lighter's not about to break. And this is where Alex's house is. Alex is not remotely near his name, and I just want to clarify that. I'm only using Alex because it is a default Minecraft skin. Now, this dude, he actually has a really pretty house going, and it actually looks like he actually made it online, because I don't think that little top bit was up there. But, yeah, we've all kind of tried to help this dude just from where his house is literally on top of a fucking mountain. It's so tedious for him to get up and down, because before me and my buddy got our elytras, it was such a pain climbing up here. He has a nice little red bedroom. Love the red tinted windows. I almost accidentally called it a red room, as you can tell. The entrance is not the most friendly, but it is what it is. Alex, he has an awesome home. It's probably one of my favorites on the servers, just from kind of how secluded it is. He had a very similar idea to me on just built far away. He built a large house and actually made it look good. He even made it kind of blend in with the stone. And honestly, I just have a huge appreciation for that. I think it looks nice. Everyone I've talked to about it says they think it looks amazing. Only issue is there's an ancient city underneath it, a lot like mine, and it caused our manager to die when he was trying to bring him resources one time. And yeah, that is essentially everything else I forgot to show. You can kind of see inside the mob farm. It's all tinted glass. I have 3 tiers of platforms of 9, 9 platforms on each tier. And yeah, like I said, I'm very proud of this world. I think it's coming along nicely. And it hasn't gotten to the point where I'm trying to decide if there's anything left I want to do. Also, there's my sheep farm. But yeah, as you can see, oh yeah, this dude was a friend of the other dude. He actually doesn't work with us, but we accepted him graciously. He built a house down here, and I'm terribly sorry for the notification. He started working on some stuff, didn't get anything too major, but it's a nice cozy little farm. I was actually going to build a little dock kind of extending out from there, almost as if it's like a little import area. Let me go and try it up. And I still need to work on the outside of the wall, but the inside is coming along nicely. The pattern does get very repetitive, but it's a simple pattern, and I think it looks nice, so I'm gonna keep doing it until I get the whole thing built. This is where I kind of pooped out on resources, mostly wood, because as you can see, I still have stone bricks and stairs and all that stuff. And there's plenty of cherry logs. I've just not been on in the last few days, just because I ended up playing this server like every day for the last 2 weeks, up until the last couple days here. So I was just kind of giving myself a bit of a break. Obviously, whenever we start the long-term series, It's not going to be an everyday thing. I just want to clarify that also. This is the cat named tag. I did that to mess with my friend. It was originally in his house, all the way up there, and then he didn't want it, so I brought name tag back here. It's okay, name tag. That's okay. But yeah, like I said, that's everything I forgot to show off earlier. And again, if you guys tuned in this long, I want to say thank you so very much. And again, I want to say I know I said some people's builds didn't look the nicest, but it's the effort and time they put into them that I truly respect, especially if you're trying to get into the game, especially for the sake of your friends or trying to kill a big dragon. Uh, yeah, honestly, like I said, I'm just super proud of it, so I wanted to show it off. I'm hoping that before the realm goes down, I'll be able to do a final update on it or even get the download from the manager, since he's the one that pays for it. Uh, and just kind of do a final show off if that's how this realm ends up ending. But yeah, like I said, I'm super proud of it, of everything, of everyone, everything they've done, everything they've tried. Uh, I think it's awesome. And like I said, I just wanted to show it off. So thank you guys again so much for watching. See you guys next time. Peace out.